Your headset is connected.
The timer.
Yeah.
Timer.
You got it? Okay.
An hour.
Let me know when you got her going.
It's going, buddy. It's going.
I'm recording.
The
It's
timer.
going. It's going.
Okay, so I'm
much time we
recording.
got
So.
We got an hour and 9 minutes and 50 seconds.
Shit. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BlueParrott Podcast. With a podcast where it is named after a BlueParrott headset, but currently none of us are wearing BlueParrotts at the moment. So, but yeah, so here we are. Zach, the host, our wonderful host, Zach. Little side note, it is actually Zach's birthday today. So everybody, down in the comments, wish Zach a happy birthday. Let him know how much you love him.
They all hate me so much. It's going to be okay. But anyways, so today on our episode, we are going to be talking about, in a nutshell, Farming Simulator as a general topic, you know, from the best to the worst to everything in between. I love how my monitor's over here and I'm looking at everybody, but my camera's up there, so it's actually like really dumb looking. Actually, maybe I should, let me just move that right to there. Yeah, that's much gooder. Okay, anyways, so I think a good starting point for this conversation would be how many hours total do you have in every farm sim game?
I don't mean to interrupt you, but can we start off now that mostly everybody here has a face camera? Can we just the first episode we kind of introduced who we are, but not really. So maybe we want to go one by one and kind of just, maybe? Is that a good idea or not?
I mean, I guess so, Yeah, go ahead and just introduce everybody, Bush. You go for it.
No, everybody's got to do it their own. Okay,
No, that was your idea.
I'm Zach. Okay, I am that guy. I had my camera on last week.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Zach. I'm Bush. I started the podcast. Hello, I'm here. Helloing. Next person, I guess. I don't know.
Go, George.
We are all a part of Bari Farms, I guess. I don't know.
Can't confirm. Go ahead, George.
I'm the old guy, Gramps.
That is Grabs.
I am George.
Braxton here.
I am Tyler.
That is
I'm
Tyler.
Zach. That is.
Or we'll just go by Killstorm, I think. Maybe that's probably
Or the fire chief.
We're not going to call you the fire chief.
No. I feel too good about that one. No.
I think Jorb's suffering. Oh, damn, Jorb's got the kid crawling around behind him.
I do.
Okay, all right. Now that we're all introduced again.
Charlie Deuce?
Yeah.
Charles
And
ain't got a camera.
I ain't got the memo yet, but it's in the works. I ain't got the memo of that camera.
When he says it's in the works, it's not in the works. He hasn't.
I want to pop up a picture of Charlie right here, right now.
Appreciate it. All right, I got a face cam now.
Just you on the billboard.
There you go. Fuck that.
All right, are we ready for the first question?
Yeah, let's go.
Here. All right. How many hours does everybody have in Farm Sim altogether? Let me do the math on it because I pre-looked this up.
Since the beginning of Farming Simulator, or
every game put together. How many hours total do you got?
Being how I've had every single Farm Sim since the beginning of Farm Sim, I'm just gonna. I have the disc version, so I couldn't tell you how many hours, but I've been playing it since I was in kindergarten. So I would say probably 10,000 or more total.
Okay.
That wasn't very long ago.
Since what? Kindergarten?
Argue that, I guess.
You are old as fuck. Okay, so Bush went. Braxton, what about you?
Probably 8 between console and PC.
Okay, Jorb?
Right around 3,000
Total?
total.
Damn,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Tyler?
I've only had 25 on Steam, so it says 310. But
310.
yeah, that's all it says. For 25.
Well, I know you played a shitload in 22. I don't know. I've only had 3 games on Steam myself anyways, and then the rest of it was all on, well, I actually had it on a PlayStation at one point. But anyways, I am at 8,160 total.
Jesus. That's pretty good.
Before, after Steam, I guess. I don't know what I had. The FS13 was the only one that I ever actually like played, which is really sad sounding. But anyways, go ahead, Charles. What do you know?
Well, my I also made the switch to Steam later, and actually 17 was the first time I got the game on Steam. So my Steam hours, it said I'm around 4,500 total, but I mean we're not including no DS farm sim hours in there
You
too.
played it
We
on
gotta
DS?
include those. Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah. Hey, you can add another 5,000 hours at least.
That's
I don't
wild.
know about that, but
All right.
no, yeah, I'm around 45 on Steam says.
All right. Killstorm, what about you?
Oh God, I have 10,000 hours just on Steam, but I've had 2013 on disc and 2015 on disc. So who knows how many hours I had wrapped in those?
Yeah, buddy. Okay, if Zachary Kilson has 10,000 hours just on Steam, then I have 20,000 hours total. Just double my answer.
Let's see, I
Just
have
on 22.
3,000 hours on 19. Well, actually, 3,498 hours on 19. I have 5,869.7 hours on 22.
Okay, but to be fair, hold on. Before you go on, let's keep in mind the fact that you are usually the first one to fall asleep while playing the game and end up 3 miles away, like driving off the side of the map. Let's just keep that in mind.
You also got to remember that over half of that is AFK hours from being on a fire call and
That
leaving
is
the game
also
running.
fair.
So
That is also fair.
And 124 hours on
1,500.
25, so...
Okay.
He's got about 1,500.
What about you, Gramps? How many hours do you got altogether,
Yeah.
Gramps?
Just on Steam, 9,300.
That is a
20,
lot of hours.
19, 22, and 25.
Okay.
That
fair
one
Fair
always
enough.
going back and
Xbox.
forth doing things.
9,500 just in 3 games. That's a lot.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So, all right, now that we've kind of covered that topic, let's go to what was your first one? What was the first farm sim that you played?
Farming Simulator
13.
2008. The very first one. I started with the very first one.
Which is special.
All right.
2017.
17.
17.
Yes, sir.
What'd you say, Braxton?
13.
13. I also started on 13 on a PS3. It was a great time. Tyler?
I started on 19, but I actually went back to 17 for a little while.
That's wild. Okay, fair enough. Killstorm?
2013.
Okay, Gramps?
I'm going to say 13 on Xbox, if it was on Xbox. I can't
Yeah, it was
remember.
definitely on Xbox.
That's
I remember being just a little tyke, and I was so excited. I was like, hell yeah, that thing's got like case combines and shit. It's gonna be so cool. It's got duals on the tractors, swag.
Back up. So,
13
13 was the greatest.
was the
Start.
greatest. That's the one that you started on, Charles?
13.
I did. Yeah, I started on 13, but it was revolutionary when I could get on the Xbox and I saw a red machine. Holy shit! Was my world made?
When was
I
the
was
DS version made? That's my question.
15, right around. I think it was 15 or like it was
Mhm.
14.
It was.
That's wild.
It was 14, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
FS15 when it was released.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I also had it.
See, Jorb
Had
at
a
it.
good time.
Jorb knows. Jorb knows. Ball.
I still have it.
Knows
I
ball.
still have it. It's a good time.
All right. So next question: do you play to relax, or do you treat it like it's a full-time job type thing? Like, how serious do you actually play the game? Well, and let's do the same thing we did last time. Let's just make a big loop around the screen there. So we'll do Jorb, then Braden, then Braxton, then me, then Tyler, then Killstrom, then Charles, then Gramps. How about that?
I like how you just name dropped Bush.
14.
It's on his sweatshirt.
Oh, is it?
My
I
picture
can't
says
see.
Bush, not Braden. I don't know where the fuck you're getting Braden from, but
Okay, my bad. Sorry, my bad. Okay, go ahead, Jorb.
A little bit of both. I mean, I don't really play to relax, but at the same time, I don't treat it like a full-time job. I'm just kind of playing it just to kill time in a way. I enjoy it. So
Jorb
it's a little
builds
bit of both,
farmyards.
I would say. That's the main thing I do, yeah. 'Cause I can't stay on one save.
That's fair. Bush?
I definitely say it's for relax. I just play it for fun. is all. And it's definitely relaxed because I've been playing it for so long that it's like this childhood deal that I just am still. It's pretty much playing Tratters, but now on a computer for me. So it's the same thing as like a kid playing with toys, but now it's kind of whatever. But yeah, so definitely relax. That's kind of the main.
Advanced carpet farming.
Okay, Braxton.
There you go.
I play to relax pretty much, but it gets intense.
Buddy says
Farm sim gets intense. Yeah.
Intense.
Matt,
Buddy chases cows. When Buddy chases cows, he
yeah.
just
No,
But he's farming in Vietnam, 10-4.
That's what it feels like.
that is the Chinese map in FS25. I guess I'll say that I probably enjoy playing it just to relax, but then it like morphed into something else at a certain point in time, and I got tired of running back and forth from a combine to a grain cart, and I was like, there's got to be a better way, and I was too stupid to figure out how to use course player auto drive, so I said, let me start a farm sim server, and then it turned into a job really quick. So now it kind of goes both ways, I would say, but yeah.
It's like
You're doing a stand-up job at your job right now.
Am I?
Stand-up job.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, I usually play to relax for the most part. Doesn't always work, but try anyway.
Explain. Can you give some details on the situation? What the hell just happened?
I have no
I don't
idea.
Nothing. We're just not going to talk about what Braxton just said. Bush will catch it when he's editing. You'll have to mute. You'll have to edit it out.
I'll definitely
That's to be clipped out. Wow. That's gonna have to be clipped out.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, it's just a lie that looks like a 1940, mid-1940s photo of a certain fella.
The way the camera makes it look, it does not look like that.
I mean, I don't know that. You might be a great grandchild.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying he looks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Killstrom, answer the question, damn it.
Relaxation.
Okay, fair enough.
That's all it is. Relaxation.
All right, Charles.
Yeah, I guess it's relaxing, but it's also something you do, and you can just kind of unplug, and your brain just kind of going back and forth. You're like, wow, that's pretty cool. I can drive a Twido in real life and come home and drive a Treader. It's a good time.
That is fair.
But it definitely has grown into something that's a little bit more, I don't know, more you want to get on.
Job-like.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, job like, but meet new people here at party. It's a good time.
That is fair. What about you, Gramps?
I do it for the community and just to relax.
Buddy likes the community. I never thought I'd hear Gramps say that ever. ever.
But he does it for
You
his
got a
job
serious
because
answer.
he only works 1
You
hour
got
a
a
day.
serious answer out of Graham.
Yeah,
That's all I
honestly.
have to say.
That never happens.
Okay, all right.
He's like, actually, I'm never saying anything again. Actually, no.
All right. Now that we've answered that question, how about what was the best farm sim ever made and what was the worst one? And give reasons behind it. And we'll start with Jorb again.
I really enjoyed 19. I think 19 was great. I had a lot of time on 19. And I don't know, I've only played the 3 really, or 4. So I'm going to say 25 just because it's broken
Trash.
for multiplayer right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trash right now. So,
Okay, go ahead, Bush.
I mean,
Oh, never mind. If you got more, keep saying. Keep going.
no.
Okay.
That was it.
That's all he had. All right, 10-4. Go ahead, Bush.
All I got.
So it's kind of a tricky question, I guess, but it shouldn't be. But I don't know. As far as best, I definitely know the worst. But as far as best, I'm stuck between. Oh man, there was so many. I'm stuck between 09 and and maybe probably 17 or 19. And the reason I'm stuck at 09 is because that, I started with 08, and 08 was very basic. Then 09, it was the same game, they just added a few things to it. And I remember being in like first, second grade playing FS09, and that is where I like fell in love with Farming Simulator. And I'm like, I'm going to always play this. So as far as a nostalgia standpoint, 09 is kind of at the top, but you can't beat 17 or 19, maybe even 22 as far as, because that's when, we got into here. That's when got introduced to the whole community thing or whatever, and it got really big. So, yeah, probably 19 or 09 as far as best. And then worst, 25 takes the cake, obviously, is the worst. I mean, it is just, they've really, I don't know, I feel like they've really shorted the community on just every aspect of the game, I think. I mean, I feel like it's got the potential, but it's just not it, I guess. It's just too many issues. There's too many flaws. I mean, they took so long to build the game, and they just shorted us. Like, they didn't deliver, is what I'm trying to say.
That does check out. I agree with that.
It was a long answer, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I like the long answers. It gives opinions.
We make a new rule.
What's that rule?
Every time somebody says community, you have to take a drink.
We have to take a drink, yeah.
Community? Did I say community?
Yeah, you said community like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, like 3 times.
I'm sorry. I was in the zone.
That's good. It's good. All right, go ahead, Braxton.
Should have been Tyler, but yeah.
Best is going to be 22. Well, Tyler.
Go ahead. You're already answering. Go.
All right. Best is probably 22 in my opinion. It's got my monitor fell. It's got all the mods and everything, and servers run decently smooth on it. But worst right now is definitely 25. It's got room to grow, but it wasn't what it should have been.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say that I'm kind of like Bush. I'm kind of torn between a few different ones because, like, I don't know, like when it comes to nostalgia, like the first one that I played, which was 13, that one was like the best one to me. That was the only one that I ever actually like grinded that game. I was just like, okay, we got to do this, this, and this, and then we can trade up to this. There was a lot of times where I like bought stuff for a season and then like sold it, like bought planners and then sold them for combines type shit, and then just went back and forth like that for a long time. And then I don't know. Like, for the nostalgia, I'd say that one would be the best. But I would say, like, gameplay-wise, it'd be between, like, 15, 17, 19. Because that was when a whole bunch of new stuff was introduced. Like, you got precision farming and seasons. And I remember back in 15, I had a anhydrous bar. That was, like, the first row crop ready anhydrous bar or whatever. Like, it left strips. It was only like 5 strips behind like a 25 shank bar or whatever, but I remember having that thing, and I had an 8530 or something that I pulled it with, but like it had like the smoke clouds that came out of the exhaust that like stayed there. Like, I thought that was just the coolest thing. But I would say that like the best one all in all would probably be 22, because I don't know, 22, you just had everything. Like, there's nothing else to, like, equipment-wise, there's nothing left to be desired. Like, and then you still have, like, the row crop ready stuff and all that, and that makes it really fun. It's also, like, the game that I learned how to do all the stuff that I know. Damn, Braxton. Went for a tumble there? Alright, anyways. Yeah, I learned a bunch of stuff on 22. I learned, like, my GE stuff on 22 and all that kind of stuff, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. And it was also when the Bar E started, and that was a pretty interesting deal, having that whole, I don't know, this whole thing start to where it is now and how far it's grown and that kind of stuff. So I'd say the best one's probably 22. I would definitely say that currently the worst one is, in my opinion, is 25. Not because the game itself sucks, just because they screwed themselves. Like, their game engine is completely maxed out to the point where it's like unplayable. Sometimes even in a single-player game, depending on what your play style is and stuff. And multiplayer, it's damn near impossible. Like, I've never had problems the same way that we've had problems in 25, to where you fix one problem chasing something down, you fix that or what you thought was the problem, and the next thing you know, you restart the server and you got another problem pop right back up again. And it's just, I don't know, the game is not... It's just maxed out. It needs a new game engine or something. But anyways, that was my opinion. 25 is currently trash. They have some room to work with, I think, but they'd have to do a lot of optimizing for it to be up there with 22, in my opinion. But anyways, go ahead, Tyler.
I would also say 22. That's the one that I've started really getting into it with, and first one I had on PC. That's probably my favorite one. 25 is probably the worst one. I still like it, but it didn't hold up to 22.
I like it too. I like 25 too. It's just, there's just so many things. And I think also it's just waiting for everything to come out. Like, obviously everybody's planning on freaking converting everything over and all that too, but it's just like, I don't know, it's such a... I just don't remember there ever being a time where I had to wait for anything in 22, I guess. But anyways, sorry, don't let me steal your limelight.
You're good.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. That all you got?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Killstorm.
Oh boy, 2015 was pretty good. They introduced a lot of things, logging and all that, but who does logging? I'd have to say 22 also. That's where I got into multiplayer a lot, really. Especially Bar E. Bar E came pretty big into my heart in 22.
But he's giggling.
He's getting sentimental. He's about to start crying.
Oh, you really like Bowie?
Sorry.
You got a question on
Just-
me?
Just because, somebody's always online to play with, whether it's in the dedicated server or just hanging out online, it's pretty good time waster sometimes to just hop on and talk to somebody. 25 is probably the worst. Like Zach said, the game engine's just maxed out on it. It needs to be something done with that.
Charles?
That's all I have.
Yeah, well, not to be the dead horse, but 25 is trash, but we all know that. So I won't get more into that at all, but kind of going off what Bush said, actually 13 console edition. That was probably what got me into Farm Sim the most and probably gave me the most enjoyment because I didn't worry about nothing or think mods weren't even a thing in my head at that point. So I was just get on, play, get a case combine, good to go, and you're done.
Just not to cut you off, but just a raw farm sim experience. Being a kid, being so excited to come home from school to play farm sim by yourself, just base games. Raw. You can't beat it. You can't.
Being more excited to play just a vanilla game than like console edition 13.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, 13 or 19 was definitely probably my overall favorite. Just the kind of that was when the modding community was at its peak for putting mods out. Yeah, and also that's when shaders I introduced myself to shaders. So I was messing around with shaders and had some fun maps and also got into multiplayer a little bit in 19. So I guess it wasn't as revolutionary as like Roll Crap Ready as 22, which is still up 22, but definitely for me, I loved it.
That is fair. Go ahead, Gramps.
I
I
just love the seasons in 20 or in 19.
Yeah, exactly.
The seasons mod in 19 was so much better than what we have now.
I would say that also added seasons a little bit. And,
what was different about it? I can't remember what was all different about it. I just remember there was a lot more to it.
They have like different geos and stuff for like where you're at.
Yeah, different geos. It actually looked like springtime or wintertime. Like the game, it like actually felt like it. It wasn't just a lighting change. Like it was actually the trees actually changed colors and everything looked like what it was actually showing.
That's when you could download your geo of where you.
Yeah, you could download a geo of where you were.
You could download Iowa seasons for that.
Well, don't they have that now?
Geo.
No, they just have custom lighting. Like that's the only thing they have for that.
So that's like what you see on the itch stuff or whatever? That's just custom lighting, like just relight things or what?
Essentially. What do you mean?
Well, like if you essentially.
Go into itch, basically, like, yeah.
I see.
Basically.
Okay. All right.
And the hay system in 19 Seasons was so much better because you could cut it and let it sit for a day, and it would actually change colors. Like you didn't have to ted it, and then if it rained on it, you'd have to go ted it, otherwise it would rot away. Like it was so much better than what it is now.
More in depth. 17, 19.
Way more in depth.
Just the full, especially 17. I know what that soils. I think was when that soils mod was out, and it's just the full realism and how much effort a lot of modders put into it.
Fun fact: the geo for my state is no joke 5 minutes from my house.
There you go. I had that downloaded every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead, Gramps. What you think's the best and the worst?
Mine was 22. I like 22. That's when I first got on PC and started playing.
Okay.
I think 15 was the worst. 25 is okay. It needs better.
What don't you like about 15?
It was just plain.
Oh, well.
That's fair. Equipment in 15 was pretty plain. There wasn't that much to be desired. That's fair.
Okay.
25 is not for servers, but single player is okay.
Yeah.
Server player sucks.
Yeah, nobody really likes the stuttering shit. The stuttering really makes it unplayable, honestly. I hate it a lot.
That's the only issue it has for multiplayer, really. I mean, everything else works for the most part.
I mean,
the random crashes, but
yeah. I don't know. It's junk in my opinion. They need to figure it the fuck out.
They need to fix it. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Someone fix it.
I'll honestly, the best hope we have on that ever getting fixed is if Thunder fixes something, but Thunder doesn't know that there's a problem, so it'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right.
If anybody's gonna fix it, it would be Thunder though, because Giants definitely aren't gonna do it.
All right.
Meat purple, why don't you?
I have some questions that are kind of very opinion-based, I guess. So, would you rather want the game to be more realistic, or would you want it to be more like arcadey to make it more fun? Also, actually, I feel like that's a pretty good question, actually. Like, do you want it to be more realistic and be more of a simulator, or would you rather it be like less, like more arcadey, like I guess
more of a simulator. I hate arcadey.
Yeah, but give some information behind it, or why you think it should be that way.
Pissed off in the first 10 minutes of trying to do something on the game.
Well, for me, I don't farm IRL, so when I play it, I want to do it as close to real as possible. So I play it like it's an actual simulator, so I would want it to be more realistic.
Well, can I add something to that real quick? So, like, say for, like, in your case where you're not a real farmer, right, and they added it, or made it so realistic to the point where, like, you had to figure out, like, variable rate application stuff and figure out what you needed for, like, a nutrient package or picking different varieties of crops or something like that, and you had absolutely no fucking idea what the hell was going on there, and you just could not grow a crop to save your life, would it still be fun for you?
Well, obviously, as the creator of the game, you would make things to help people like that. You could make an information deal, like that'd be part of it. As the creator of the game.
Yeah, but think about stuff like I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm thinking hard here, I guess. I get what you're saying, but also at the same time, like, I feel like it gets to a certain point where it's almost too much. Like, if I had to, okay, so, like, say for our style of gameplay, right? Say that we're farming, like, a whole 4X map or something, and I have to sit here and figure out what varieties to put where on a fucking map. Like, I would hate that.
But as the creator of the game, you're going to have a list of varieties for the player to choose from, and you're going to have information about each of those varieties, which then you get to choose from. It's not just a blank, here's a bunch of numbers, decide, you don't have to do your own research. Like, the game is going to give you options, to give you information, and you have to make an educated guess based off of that. So I feel like it's not quite that black and white, but I think it's doable is what I'm getting at. Like I think that would be doable.
Sounds like we gotta build a game, boys. Sounds like we gotta build a game.
I think doing it that way would be fun. I think if you had it like that realistic to that point, I think it would be a good time. To an extent, I guess.
I feel like you should.
I mean, it would be a good time, but you would definitely get
burned.
burned out of it. Yeah, it would be a good time, but you would definitely get burned out on it. Like I'm not knocking that.
You should be able to
burn out of it.
I think.
Yeah, but you get burned out the way it is now.
Yeah, but they kind of did the same thing with precision farming. Like they've dumbed that down. Same with seasons and that kind of stuff, and they've made it more arcadey, and people hate it. But then also, like, there's so much other shit that you had to worry about with the. I want to say like precision farming used to be a lot more detailed and in depth, wasn't it? Or am I wrong on that? Like I feel like maybe I'm wrong on that.
It's not much different than it is now, to be honest.
Seasons.
Yeah, precision farming's not much different. It's pretty well the same between 22 and 19.
I will say, like, the
25.
coolest mod I ever used in the game was that 2388 combine that you had to, like, change the settings on it to, like, 4 different crops and stuff. That was really cool. Mm-hmm. Like, that was the coolest thing ever. Now, would I want to do that and, like, be sitting there, especially in our case, which I'm basing all of my ideas and stuff off of, like, our case,
on the way we do it.
Like, would I want to sit here and have to teach some random new guy like how to set a combine in a video game when I'm just wanting to sit down and play a game? In that sort of
situation, in our situation, the combine would be set when you put a new operator in it, type deal, just like you would. I mean, I feel like.
I mean, yeah, you got.
Like, I feel like you're looking too deep into it. Like, I'll say my answer. I think Farming Simulator has the word simulator in the name. I feel like it should be less arcadey and more simulator. Like I feel like it should be more realistic. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to weigh in on that? I feel like this is a group debate right now. We are group debating this at the moment.
I definitely feel that you could extend Farm Sim itself. I know they have that VR game where they're already kind of hinting at kind of what we're looking for, that simulator experience. If they were to build on and add on to that and have that labeled as kind of more that separate simulator-esque game, they could really get a lot of attention from that and make a lot of people happy with the simulator-esque from that. Now, it'd be probably pretty hard to get the game to look good and have that simulation on VR, but who knows what the future is going to bring. But I also feel that you could do for what the game is right now, have it kind of have some in-game not necessarily mods, but features that you can toggle on and off that can make the game turn into a simulation kind of that we're looking for real quick.
Okay, so I have another thing to add here, more of a question than anything. So, when it comes to productions in the game, right? Does that hurt the experience, or does that make things better? Because, like, I find most of that stuff to be completely pointless. Like, I don't really care about, like, going out and cutting the wood to build the shed that I want to build. Like, I find that to be completely pointless. Like, I understand that there's a lot of guys, they play the game for that kind of stuff, but, like, does that add more to the simulation side of things, or does that make it more arcadey?
Definitely, yeah. I definitely think that's flavored.
I would say no to both.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's give or take on both of those. It has both of those aspects. The way they went about it is more arcadey. It's a realistic simulator aspect of the game, but they made it arcadey, if that makes any sense.
They're adding different kind of flavors to the game, more different experiences to the game, to not for that arcadey effect where the average user isn't going to lose interest in the game because they got things to do. But the guy that's looking to row crop farm or run a cattle or pig operation on as more of a simulator coming from an ag background is not going to care. Is not going to care for that or necessarily like that feature in the game, which I know is kind of our opinion.
Okay, all right. Does anybody have anything else to add on this? Because I have another one that kind of trails into it, I guess.
I just think they should have it on a toggle. I mean, they have the economy on easy, medium, and hard, so why couldn't they do something like that where each setting is more realistic? You have different aspects to it that's added.
Yeah, exactly.
Personally, I think that combine idea is a great idea. I feel like your yield should be dependent on how you set your combine and like it. I think that's a great idea, and that's an option you could turn on or off. Call it combine experience, like they already have.
Yeah.
Call it, something like that. Just have it turn on or off.
And I feel like that wouldn't be something that would necessarily be warrant a whole new game. That could be something easily that they could probably add in like say an update or as like their own separate Giants mod tailoring to that. But
so like going with that though, how realistic would you want it to be? Would you want it to be where you have to open and close your deck plates to have keep corn from laying on the ground, or
you'd
you
probably
just wanna...
I feel like it'd be blanket settings. It would be pretty like I don't know what you want. You'd have you get to choose from 2-3 different sieve settings and then rotor speed and fan speed. That's what you get to have preset fan speeds, preset you get to choose from 4 different speeds for each and adjust it from there. That way it doesn't leave this whole thousands of configurations possible and people get all messed up where it's just you have 3-4 things to choose from on the combine and that adds yield or takes away yield, stuff like that.
Would you be able to set it for the moisture in the corn though, or I mean, just say you've got wet
that
corn?
Could be a whole other thing you'd want to play.
We had that in 22. We had the advanced add-on stuff, and
I mean the moisture kind of did.
That ended up kind of kicking us in the ass because we would always be like, okay, we got to go get this done right now because we have so much to do. So then we'd end up combining wheat at 27% moisture or something like I know we did that a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I do agree. It would be cool to add some things. Like the combine thing, I like that. It would be cool if you could add that to planners too or something, mess with downforce on different ground conditions.
I got a question though. Maybe you guys would know this more. I swear, was there any game that compaction was an issue? Did they have that anywhere? Compaction affected yield? Because I feel like that should be. I feel like that could be easily implemented, and I feel like it definitely should be. I definitely feel like where you're running grain carts up and down. I feel like that spot in the next year should be a lot less yield. Should be a little shorter. Which you can kind of get into how to script that, but I feel like you should get a higher environmental score when you go out with a inline ripper and stuff like that. I feel like that would be pretty easy to do too, and that would add to the realism scale. You got to take care of your compaction. I feel like that would be enjoyable.
What was you saying, Tyler?
Terrain deformation's already there. You can probably just build off of that for the compaction side.
Yeah.
The only problem I see with that is that their terrain deformation stuff only it only lasts for so long. It's like the tire track stuff, So I mean,
that was just them being lazy. They could have made it stay there, but they decided not to for whatever reason. But I don't see that being.
Is it because of the engine being completely?
Probably.
Yeah.
Look at Snow Runner.
I'll tell you one thing.
All that stuff.
It would be really simple to do. We're overthinking it. This whole compaction thing. Think of when you go and spread fertilizer on a field in Farm Sim. It changes the ground different color, and on a map you can see the lines of where you went. Just have the working width of the compaction layer be the width of the tires on each thing, and it leaves strips up and down. And that little area that it painted with the tires, that compaction, whatever you want to layer, creates lower yield. It'd be really simple to do, I think, but that's how it would
Give her a go. Give her a go, Bush. Give her a go.
I feel like the only way they'd be able to make that work is if they piggybacked it off of precision farming, because precision farming is what's made all that stuff super accurate, with the broadcast spreading and all that kind of stuff. But that would have to be a Giants thing because nobody can figure out how to jailbreak the precision farming mod itself, I guess. Well, I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of place there, I guess. Because I guess, what's his name? Thunder's figured that out with the PF configurator and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I feel like Giants is trying to keep it from being too simulatory, to be honest. I feel like they want it to be more arcadey than anything. But
well, they have to make it. We've been over this a million times. They have to keep it arcadey for the console.
Yeah,
because the console cannot handle that much stuff. Yeah, the console cannot handle that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. It'd have to be a separate game, and they're not going to do that.
Your average player in the game is not looking. Maybe that's not true, but I feel like your average player isn't looking for that kind of simulation.
Well, Well,
Super simulator disc.
most players that you have in this game are people coming home from school and getting on because they have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And you've got kids coming home playing. They don't want to set your combine settings and all that stuff. They don't care about compaction. They just want to get in the tractor and go. That's the
They just
niche
wanna drive a
market that they're
tractor.
working towards. Yeah, that's the niche market they're working towards.
I don't even think it's a niche market. That's just the market they're working towards. We are the niche.
Yeah.
market.
We're the
Guys-
niche.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the
Yeah.
niche.
The super simulator want no
And from-
lot of farm.
and from a bus-
yeah.
And from a business aspect, I mean, it's smart. They're making their money. I mean, they're doing a good job at that. But if they want to keep growing the game and get more people, they're gonna have to change some things. But I think they're at their they're not at their limit, but they're at the limit to where they don't really care to. They're making their money regardless. What's it matter? Why put in more work?
They're at.
That's my opinion.
Oh, go ahead, Charles.
I was just saying they're kind of at risk for, like we've been saying, a competitor to come in here and make that more simulated game where they might lose a lot of their audience, just from that.
Yeah.
They're definitely at a vulnerable point to where there is a lot of potential for a different game to come out to pull a lot of the niche customers like us, away from their platform. And I feel like they're probably not worried. Like they're probably not that worried because it's just so big, But I feel like they definitely should be a little bit. But
Well, like Antlers was saying the other day, they're trying to branch out now. Like Giants is not focused on farm sim anymore. What was that game called? Something about like I don't know, some racing game or something. Like I don't know. Like that's pretty wild to go from one side of the spectrum all the way to the other with a racing game. Like I don't even know how their engine would keep up with something like that anyways. Like I don't know, it'd have to be pretty basic, but okay, all right. So my next question here is, I don't know if it could be a group conversation or not, but what do we think the most overrated feature in the game is? Or let's just go with current game, I guess 25. What do we think the most overrated feature is? Because I don't know, I actually have a list of things like the boats. We don't need boats. We don't need to go fishing in a farm sim game. I feel like that might be the most overrated thing out there, to be honest. That's my opinion, though.
But damn,
Actions are kind of that way, I would say.
Who?
Good point.
Did you say productions?
Yeah.
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 Damn, nobody's got nothing to say
Like
on this.
a lot of the
Grain
things are
dryer.
wrong.
I didn't know
side
if
of
we
it.
were on. I didn't know if we were going on a loop or what we're doing.
The grain dryer.
Bees.
Oh, like the dry corn
Like
add-on
the grain
stuff?
dryers are like I mean that portion of the productions are okay, but the rest of them are kind of well.
I'm not interested in delivering flour to bake cakes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
like nobody cares about that.
I can definitely see what
That's
they're trying to get into, like the producer to production kind of thing. I can see where they're going with it, but they did a pretty shittily job of that.
Yeah, most definitely. I know ground deformation is pretty cool, but I think the way that they did it, it's pretty overrated because it could have been way better. And the way it is, I don't know. I feel like they could have done way better on it, and it's just not there.
Yeah,
it's not as nice as it could have been.
Yeah, like
So,
there
it's
could have
just
been a lot
whatever.
more
I don't really
variables
care.
to it. There could have been a lot more variables to it. Like if it rains, you actually cut ruts that like you get stuck in. You don't have to sit there and mess with the map with that kind of stuff. Or freaking like with what Bush was saying with the compaction side of things. They definitely could have figured out something with the compaction, whether or not it was with precision farming or base game. I don't know how they would. I mean, for the guys that play the small single player games where you're farm like 2 little fields or something, I could definitely see that being practical, but like on our type of scale, I don't think it would ever work out. But yeah, I do kind of feel the same way on the ground deformation. It was definitely way more overhyped than what it ended up being.
Yeah, it could have been great, but yeah, the way they did it, I mean, it's the same thing with the entire game. It could have been great, but the way they handled it is just, don't really care that much about it. It's not a game. It's not a game breaker.
Yeah.
It's not a game breaker whether it's there or not. Is what
high expectation for the ground deformation because of what cattle and crops delivered. Because that was like revolutionary. Everybody's like, "Holy shit, look at that!" And then then Giants release that they're gonna have ground deformation for 25. Everybody's like, "Holy shit!" I mean, these guys did it. It's obviously got to be like this. And then they gave us these little ruts you can hardly see that disappear after 20 seconds. It's like, yeah, I don't. Yeah.
And I feel like the ground deformation is kind of broken too. Like it's very pixelated to the point where like if you're driving through something that's going to give you deformation, like you hit something and you just watch the tractor sit there and shake as you go across it. Like I don't like that. Like if you're in something that's wet, that'd be the smoothest fucking ride you'd have ever had in the field because you're just sitting there just floating through shit the entire time, you know? And that's my opinion on that. I don't really think I don't know. I agree with Jorb. I think that might actually be the most overrated thing that they put into the game because they really kind of messed that up a lot, in my opinion.
Everybody was so excited for it, but it was underwhelming as hell, and it kind of just made it. I don't really care about it. It's not a game breaker whether it's there or not.
Another thing is they were bragging up this whole like you'll be able to like buff your tractors and put clear coats on them and shit like that, and like the different paint levels and stuff.
Yeah, that's not even implemented. Yeah, it's not even you're not even using it. Yeah. It's just fucking you wash your shit and then you fix the paint. It's the same as like 22 where it's just you pay for your paint damage or whatever. So I don't know.
But don't you remember the dev videos of when they were like before they released the game, they were like, "Oh, look at zooming in on the paint and all this stuff, and like look at all this," and they made it such a big deal. And now it's just like,
and that's,
whatever.
I feel like that's a big reason why we don't have the same mod choices that we did in 22 because all these modders, I mean, to be honest, like if you look at something that was done right, converted in Blender, and the new paint system and all that is done right, like it looks good. Like you can see like reflections in it and all that kind of stuff. Like I think the paint looks really good. But at the end of the day, I would much rather have something. Who's sitting there playing that close that you can see reflections in the paint is all I'm saying. Like I'd be much happier just playing the game the same way that I did in 22. Like I don't know. I don't give a fuck about the paint is all I'm saying, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like that's what's taken a lot of time to get things converted over to 25 also, is just that everybody has to rework everything from the ground up, and that takes a long time. So, I don't know. Take that for what it is, I guess. Anybody got anything else? Okay, alright. What do we think the most underrated feature of 25 is? Or maybe just...
pressure washing. Dirt. No, I don't.
Updated mods.
Updated mods. I'm trying to think, honestly. What if we made it like a whole game title-wide thing? Because I'm trying to think, like...
being able to mod? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what? Actually, I do have one. Damn, what was that stuff called in 22 where you could, like, put a certain crop in a bin and go in there, go into the bin shack and hit a button? What was that called?
Yeah.
State controller?
State controller.
State controller.
Yes.
That was the coolest thing, I think, ever in the game. I enjoyed that.
Thunder hit a home run with that one. Holy.
I wish more people
I think he was working on
implemented
that for a long time. Yeah, I think he was working on that for a long time.
I think the only problem with it was that was also kind of almost too complicated for most guys to figure out. Because I remember every time we would put one of those bin sites down, it would take like 4 of us to figure out where the fuck everything was going.
That gets into the realism thing again. Of that's just simple. I want to put grain in this bin in this one and take out of this one and this one, and it was hard for a lot of people to figure out. So well, shit. You put any more realism in there, well.
You make the information readily available for people to learn how to do it, I guess, is a big part of it. Like, if you would teach people how to do it, you know? But...
well, usually, like, I don't know, Thunder does a pretty good job. Like, with the row crop system, like the new row crop system, he's got his own, like, standalone prefab mod in his Discord. And, like, you have a PDF file in there that tells you how to, like, set up a map to be a row crop ready map, which that's cool. But that guy's really smart, and I'm really dumb when it comes to that kind of stuff. So it's like those prefabs are kind of almost useless, but I don't know.
That checks out.
All that stuff, like especially with the state controller stuff, that would just all be scripting. Also, Gramps Fuck you. I'm gonna take.
I meant that checked out for all of them. Cool.
5-pound bag of croutons. Okay. Okay. I have a question.
Okay.
That's gonna. I don't know. This might either take a long time or it might take not a whole lot of time, I guess, to figure this one out. But if you could add one feature to the next game, what would it be?
Make it work.
Well, that's not very specific. That's not very specific.
Get the engine where you can play online.
So
It doesn't
updated
lag
engine
and works
or
better.
multiplayer optimization.
Unrealistic.
Unrealistic engine.
Unrealistic. Or realistic engine. Yeah. Unreal engine.
Unreal engine.
Unreal. There you go. Unreal engine. Yeah.
That would be pretty sweet.
But what if they
Be
added the
interesting to see
Unreal
the
engine
game
to
in
it
an
and they
Unreal
never
engine.
actually optimized anything for it, so we have the same fucking problems we do now?
Yeah, that's true.
So would
The
you rather
win-lose
take a more
situation, I
optimized
think.
engine?
Jackasses for not figuring it out.
What's that?
More optimized engine, preferably.
There'd be a bunch of dumbasses for putting Unreal in there and not doing that.
Yeah, but then again, at the same time, we're one of those niche markets. We're the nichest of the markets. We're the large row crop multiplayer Midwest community. Like, how many people are actually in that market there? I guess. How many people do you think would actually be affected if they never actually optimized the multiplayer side of things, but then added a new engine to it?
Probably no. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Tyler, we're not allowed to have. Tyler, we're not allowed to have guns on YouTube, so if you can put them two away, please, that'd be. I'm sorry.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right, ChatGPT is giving me options here. If we want to run through
Oh
this
shit.
list. All right.
Oh shit.
So ChatGPT is giving us 5 options of what he would want to put in the game. Let's say if number 1 is better AI. I don't really understand this one, but real logistics. I don't know how that would work. Maybe he means like hauling stuff not just to like the local
I don't know.
elevator
That'd be production on steroids. Production on steroids.
We have better physics, actual equipment damage, which I think that would be pretty cool. Like have Gramps out there putting new shear bolts and ripper shanks and shit every day, and I think that would be pretty cool.
Engine sweep.
A lot
New
like
engine.
Run on the grain cart.
That would remind me
Yeah,
of the
fuck,
old days.
that would be bad. We would have to be really selective.
We
on
go
what we
through a
put
lot
in.
of heads.
Yeah, we'd
we
go
through a lot of heads.
A lot of grain car tractors.
Zachary.
What?
I think
We
I think
have,
the more realistic
just-
fertilizer would be pretty cool. Like we have to do NPK, soil maps, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think
That would be nice.
physics. I would choose physics on there because you're thinking about anything that you handle in game, as far as like for scooping fertilizer and pushing silage and stuff like that. If they made that, if they dialed that, I feel like the game would be so much more enjoyable. Just small things like that. I think the physics is the huge thing.
So physics would be wrapped up in.
So when you move a bale, when you touch a bale, it doesn't knock the whole stack over.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yes.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So let's look on the other side of this equation here. What feature would make you quit playing the game if they added it?
That's be pretty
really
serious.
I don't know. I have to think about that.
I would say they got me hard locked till March. I don't know if they could add anything they want. I'll just bitch about it, but I'll still buy the game.
If they
Take it online off.
if they did
out.
that, and if they made it so you couldn't mod or you couldn't, stuff like that, you couldn't have easy dev, you couldn't have shit like that. You had to play the base game. That would,
Which that kind of makes me wonder. Like, if you really think about it, They have to be kind of almost to that point right now as it is with all the. I know it's kind of almost like a don't ask, don't tell policy type thing, but like Patreons in general, like it's against their terms of usage and all that kind of stuff, but you have the entire American market that are just, I don't know, they kind of play their entire game off of freaking Patreon stuff. So I mean, I don't know.
Or if they tried to, I could see if they were super greedy, and to kind of along those lines have got rid of quote unquote modding and made just release their own mods slash new equipment via DLCs like every month.
Paywall. Put shit behind a paywall.
Yeah.
That would.
You'd fuck with a lot
Yeah,
of
but the
people.
stuff already is behind a paywall. I mean, unless you buy the year 1, year 2, year 3 pass or whatever, you're still paying for all the DLCs. I mean, every single time. And then those DLCs, there's 1, maybe 2 pieces of equipment in there that you actually are going to use. Like, as little as we used it, the most useful DLC we ever actually used, I think, is like the pumps and hoses pack. Like, I'll say we actually
100%.
used that. But like,
The Oxbows, there's a lot of Oxbow equipment we used.
I think we just used it for the merger, didn't we?
Yeah.
I want to say. I don't know. I just wish they would make like useful DLCs, I guess. Because like the Highlands fishing pack, what the fuck are we ever gonna use that for? I have it. I haven't even used it. I don't even know what all's in it. But I mean, I don't really want to play farm sim and go in there and drive a boat around. Like, there's not really. I mean, there's BTO status, and then there's ultra BTO status, I guess, where you go drive around on your boat on the weekends, where you got all your AI workers doing stuff, I guess. But I don't know.
A fellow who would use it.
Who? Me?
Not name dropping.
Oh.
We know who he is.
Staten Callan.
Pinboy? Pinboy?
Yeah, I've been
Bessie?
Hollywood. Who? Bessie?
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I was.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. This game's kind of, I don't know. I would say if they made it any more production chain, like if I couldn't just haul my grain to a freaking elevator, quote unquote, and just get rid of it like that, I think I would probably have to stop playing the game. Because if everything had to be a production chain, I don't think I'd be able to do that. Because I'm not going to sit there and grow wheat and then also grow strawberries and whatever the fuck else just so I can make pies at a factory or a bakery or some shit.
If they ever did, you would just have modders that would create an ethanol plant as a production, you know, and then you could haul the elevator.
Theoretically speaking, but I mean, what are the? I don't know. I don't know.
You're
That's based.
gonna buy
That's
a
based.
$6 million ethanol plant with no money.
Yeah.
Easy
I'm
dub.
sure it's way more than that, but
Let me see here. Excuse me. All right. So here's another question. What style of gameplay do you prefer more in a single player and then a multiplayer?
Big time.
Big
time farming.
BTOs.
is my blood pressure spiking or not?
I guess it depends on how you're playing it, I guess. I don't know.
For a single player, I'm definitely that medium to small Midwest type vibe, like that real small to medium. But when it comes to bar farms, what we do, everybody prefers the big, 7 combines out in the field. I mean, that's kind of the consensus.
Okay, Tyler, what about you?
You're muted.
Buddy stuff is broke.
Buddy stuff.
Nope.
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 Was someone talking to me? I went in and out for a second.
No.
Still
No.
Tyler.
Perfect. Then I'll fuck off.
Tyler said I'm gone.
All right, go ahead.
Maybe.
Go ahead now,
Is he
Charles. What kind of gameplay?
Oh,
do you
okay.
enjoy more?
Okay. I like to mess around with animals a little bit in single player. I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing with animals because I never do, nor mess with it too much. Usually I don't get too far. and set up a single player, then proceed to set up a new single player, and the story continues. But otherwise, I do kind of like when we do large scale animal farming, kind of working all together with silage. That's definitely gets me hard and horny. Also love all the combines in the field. It's a good time.
Okay. All right. Killstorm.
Multiplayer.
Yeah, what about it, though?
Wonderful.
All right, next, I guess. I don't.
Try again, Tyler. Try again, Tyler. There we go.
Yeah, I would say I'm single player. I'm usually medium to large. Then yeah, multiplayer, same thing. Large, I do kind of like when they do the cattle stuff. But big
Okay.
farming.
Gramps.
Okay.
Is Gramps still here?
You farm it on online.
Yeah.
Single player, I like medium farming, I guess.
I feel like your setup's the exact
Medium
same
farmer?
every single time. You're gonna have a 2,500 bushel grain cart, two X9 1100s, one.
Actually, I don't have it
Very large
right
scale.
now.
Yeah, you're like mid-range
780s.
BTO, mid-range BTO all the time.
I think so.
I'll try this again.
All right, go ahead then, Killstrom. Go ahead.
You don't have
Single
to.
player, I'm small. I'm like a one or two field player. Multiplayer, I like the large scale stuff.
Okay, all right. To close everything out here, I'm gonna go through like some little fast questions, right? Just a simple yes or no. There'll be
4440 John Deere.
No. All right. It'll be pretty self-explanatory. Okay, auto load, cheat or no?
No,
Depends.
Yeah, depends.
Yeah,
depends.
Yeah.
Depends
I mean,
on if there's
it's definitely
150 bales or 3,000
definitely
bales.
cheating, but I'm
Yeah.
Single player,
Convenient.
yes. Multiplayer, no.
Just
Yeah.
because of the vast amount of bales that we have?
Yeah. Convenience.
Okay.
Time saver.
Yeah.
All right, logging,
Mhm.
good or trash?
Trash.
Trash.
But
I like
shit,
It's good
I
for
like
a little
it.
bit.
I did a lot of it. I did a lot
It's
of
good
it.
for a
I like
in
it.
the making.
could be a different.
It needs
game.
more work, but that's all right.
Yeah, I feel like some of this.
The only work it needs is just the physics work.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
needs better physics.
Bonds need to be
That's all it
heavier.
needs.
They need to be able to fall, not fucking freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, seasons, forced or optional?
Optional.
I like seasons.
Needed.
Yeah. I mean, it's
in
optional
case
now, but
you
I
have
think
something fucked up.
everyone uses it, so
Yeah.
But how many?
I
Definitely
don't think
good
it would
for
make
an
much of a
optional,
difference
but
if it
it's-
was forced or not.
By everyone though, how many do you think is everyone though? Like everyone, or because it is like a base game thing, but like how many people are actually using it? Do you think?
I think it's good to keep things like that an option. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
option just so you have a choice. Having choices is always good. So
Okay, all right. If Giants was over it from day one, there was no modders. Let's just be theoretical here. Would you rather wait for a better game to come out, or would you rather just have them like convert things over and you get like a standalone game that kind of is well rounded between all of their different markets, like US, European, that kind of stuff? If modders were not a question, like if there weren't modders.
Probably wouldn't play the game anyway.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
I wouldn't
because they're still not gonna make what the niche market is wanting.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
They can't even add it to the base game, so why would they mod it?
Well, let's
be
just
playing
say,
in old
like,
farms
say
then.
that there was a big lawsuit, right, and they had to get rid of all the the paywall Patreon stuff, and they knew that that was a problem. And let's say that they were going to be like, okay, this is what we're going to add to it. This is what you get from here on out. Do you think that it would be worth it waiting longer for a game to come out, or would it just be that would be the end of it type thing?
I mean, they can't take it from my computer, can they?
Yeah, but if
They
it's
could
a
actually.
new game, yeah.
They
Yeah, they could
updated
delete the
it.
game.
Well, they could delete the game, but they could also just shut down the engine.
Probably wait.
Now, let's
till
not give him
January.
any ideas here. Let's not give him any ideas. But
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't really know where to go with that one. It says American maps over European maps, and why?
American, because we live in America. That's what we like to play on. It's pretty
But I
self-explanatory.
think it's more or less like why. Well, yeah.
Europeans
I guess,
make better maps, probably. Make
yeah,
more
I
They're a
feel
lot
like
prettier.
American maps are a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
more detailed. Like a lot more detailed.
Oh yeah. I know what the fuck they're doing. Holy shit.
Okay, one more thing here. If you're playing a single player game, are you actually farming things or are you just collecting equipment?
Damn, hitting us with
actually,
a
farming.
hard hitters.
Ooh.
It's a mix of
Some
both.
things
Are you cheating or are you not cheating?
Half the fun, I believe, with playing on a single player is building your farm and getting the machinery layout that you want to farm with. That's half of it, I would say, at
Yeah.
least.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after I
Yeah.
build a farmyard or something, I'm kind of just over it. Like I find it extremely hard to actually do a playthrough by myself. Like you guys seen it? Like I was trying to set up like silage wagons
you-
for auto drive and shit, and it just wasn't working. And I was just like, this sucks. Like this sucks.
Yeah.
You were on a different
Definitely.
save every night you joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it
Literally.
that way.
Yeah. I definitely think if you can you kind of force yourself to get over that hump of like, damn, I want this equipment, but maybe you got to work for it. I definitely like kind of what I'm doing right now is started this save on St. Edwards, and instead of just buying the equipment I want and actually working for it, I'm getting into it quite a bit. Where it definitely had humps where I'm like, I could just press a button and I'll have what I want. But if I actually play the game how it's meant to be played, it's a pretty good time.
That is fair. That is fair. I actually have some more questions. I don't know how much it says we got like 3.5 minutes. But I think we can end on one more thing.
Ask away.
Um,
Ask away.
Damn. What do we think the Giants puts in the game that ruins it for real farmers?
I could tell you what could make it better. It's something a little stupid, but it'd be great for everybody.
And that would be
Just be R. I'd make it R-rated.
what?
All right.
A SWIP club.
Okay.
Wait. Buddy wants a GTA strip club. Fucking farms,
And you gotta have somewhere to go. And yeah, done farming for the day, I guess. Eish.
It gave options here, like combines doing impossible things, trucks having like unrealistic power, AI workers folding implements into fences and whatnot, doing normal AI shit, equipment.
I feel like all that's kind of
being fake.
expected out of a video game, though.
Yeah.
Like that you just
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you think is the
I don't-
one thing that like ruins it for you, type thing?
I mean it's kind of that aspect that you're able to do those things and it still works fine. Like you're able to combine at 25 miles an hour by adjusting a vehicle. Like I hate that. It's just so dumb.
That is fair.
Definitely, yeah. I could say kind of more the agronomy side of things, where you do two things. You put the required nitrogen on, and you put the lime on, and you get full yields. You get the same yield every field, every time, if you do it the same way. So there's no variability, really, at all with weather or anything.
Yeah, the only variability that you actually get is whether or not a tornado goes across one strip of your ground,
Yeah.
or you're on different soil types. That's really the only change you get. Yeah, that's fair. I guess I don't really like that. Well, that's all I got, I guess.
Are we satisfied? Are we
Yeah.
satisfied with BlueParrott Podcast number 2, episode number 2, or BlueParrott Podcast episode number 2? I keep calling it the BlueParrott Podcast.
I don't know.
Well, I
we
am,
definitely got something to build on.
I am spontaneously hard, so that does mean job well done, I guess.
You don't have a webcam, so you can't prove it. No, I'm good.
Hey, next time we'll prove it.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think,
Alright.
I think we're actually
Well-
getting somewhere with it. I think we have a good idea of how to do things now.
Yeah.
Not really.
All right.
This has been the BlueParrott Podcast, I guess. Love you, bye.
Love you,
Goodbye.
bye. Love you, boys.
Bye.
Wig.
Wig.
Power off. Your headset is disconnected.